I think I realized why having ADHD bothers me a lot more now than it used to whenever I was little. But I think it's because the older that you get, the less time that people have for communication. So if you don't have all your thoughts in order, or if you need to talk through them, to think through them, people fuck people don't always have the time, and if they do make the time, it's as a trade-off with something else. You're always on a timer, and I'm always really aware that if I don't get my words out the way that they can best be received, then they're not gonna be received. And it's never something that people like shy away from making aware, because it's people try to like I don't think it's on purpose, but people make me feel so badly about just not knowing what the fuck I'm saying ever, because I'm like, if you give me time, I can figure it out. I know what it is that I'm thinking, but I just can't think through it. And like, on a time limit. And especially because, like, I just don't like feeling like my best is not enough. I don't like that at all. And I feel like that's why, like, I just dive headfirst into isolation, because, like, no one listens to me. Like, that's why I'm like, it's so pathetic that I have to go on fucking YouTube, because no one wants to receive my words in real life. But I'm like, something is better than nothing. That's for sure. But it's like, I wish that people would stop thinking I'm stupid. I wish that people would stop thinking that it's a waste of time to talk to me. I wish that people would stop leaving me behind. Oh my god, I hate crying online! But I also so badly literally just need my words to be received. This is gravely embarrassing, and I am going to live to regret this. But it's like, oh wow. Like, oh wow. You know? Like, oh wow. I'm like, I just want to be enough for someone. And I'm not saying that in the sense that I'm basing my worth off of how I am able to be enough for someone, because I am aware that the only person that I really need to be enough for to be content with my life is myself. Or to be content with myself is myself. But right now, this isn't about contentment with myself. This is about contentment with my humanity, and the fact that there's just so many things that I want to do, and so many adventures that I want to have, and things that I want to explore. I don't have anyone to do that with. I don't have any friends, and I've just never had anyone that makes me feel legitimately seen before. And I feel like my whole life I've been trying to find that, and I try my very hardest for everyone in my life, because my thing is, like, I was talking about this in another video, but like, I'll nurture somebody to death. I will host somebody to death. I'll listen to every single thing that someone is telling me. Not in a transactional way, because I'm realizing it used to be, which was really maladaptive, because I thought that if I afforded that to other people, because of course I still wanted to do it, but it's like, I thought that if I afforded that to other people that I would get it. But then whenever I realized that people pleasing out of anything other than just internal motivation to please someone else, or like internal, yeah, out of nothing but pure motivation to please that person, is manipulative, because you're trying to elicit like a certain response from that person. But then I just grew into doing it because I was like, this is beautiful. That's what life is supposed to be about. This is what friends are supposed to be for. And I love giving people that feeling. And I love knowing that people feel safe around me and that they feel like they can be a version of themselves that they've never been able to be in front of other people. And now it's more just like, I want that. Like, I feel like I've never had that before. And it's so scary, just always at the end of the day having to pick myself up, but I just feel like a kid all the time because I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell is going on, and I just have to figure it out, and I always have to do it by myself. I know I can be enough for myself, and I know I can get myself past whatever circumstance, but I'm like, I don't want to do it alone. I don't want to keep doing it alone. I'm so tired. And I'm so terrified. I'm so terrified. Because if there's not a single day, if there's a single day that I can't be enough for myself, then I'm done. I literally have nothing to hang on to. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, it scares me to my very core. Because I'm like, I literally do not have, like, I'm not gonna say no. I shouldn't say I don't have friends, because I do have friends, but I don't have any close friends. Like, I don't know that I have a single friend that knows my favorite color, my favorite food, or what I like to do for fun, or anything that interests me, or, like, what I want to do with my life, or what I see my life's purpose as. Like, I just feel like I'm not seen by anyone. Like, I feel like people are aware of me. They know that my presence is there. They interact with my presence, but they don't interact with my soul or with my humanity. And I just want that to happen so badly because I'm like a very community-based person. And not having a community and never really having been afforded one just day by day fucking kills me, because I'm like, I know that there is so much that I am capable of, that I have done a lot for myself, like in my own company. Don't get me fucked up, like I'm a young bitch with motion, but it's like what? But it's like, no one is supposed to do everything alone. I feel so bad. I don't ever want to feel like make them feel like awkward. So I'm like having a moment. I haven't had a moment in like a really long time. I think that this is like it's just like anytime I just feel like incredibly lonely, I just find another thing to hyperfixate on. And I was trying to do that today, and I got a new book that from my pile of books that I haven't read yet. But I started reading a new book and it just didn't work, and now I'm really terrified because I'm like not smoking right now, and I can't like distract myself. Well, at least with reading, I can't say that that's the case with everything. Like, I feel exactly how because the last time that I felt this way was in like freshman year, and because it was so shitty, that's why I started smoking the next year, because I felt like literally the only thing that could unify me to other people was shared experiences, because I never had shared interests with people, and I never had shared thoughts with people. So I was like, maybe I could just try to make myself more normal, because I was just bullied for so fucking long. then it helped and it worked for a large part. It made me feel a hell of a lot better because it just made me disconnect from reality. So a state of neutrality was better than degradation. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll take it. But it's like, I'm at the point where I'm like, humanity and reality can be so beautiful. It can be so amazing. And it is so beautiful and amazing. But being like at the outlook that I am now and coming back to this understanding has kind of made me realize that it's exactly that, coming back to it. It's not something that I had never had, which is something that I was kind of riding on for kind of this new life development of trying to approach my childhood with the outlook that I hadn't yet developed then. And I'm realizing I had that outlook, but it was taken away from me because it was so hard to maintain. I'm just so scared because I'm like, I don't want to lean on drugs as a crutch. I think it is so scary, and so many people in my family suffer with substance abuse, but it's like, I just feel so lonely all the time that I'm like, literally anything beats this feeling. Like, I just don't, like, I struggle so much with friendships because I feel so much pressure all the time. And it's like I struggle asking people to hang out, but then also people just automatically think, because I'm like, I'm charismatic, I'm tall, I have an RBF, which are all the reasons that people always tell me that they're intimidated by me and that they're nervous to ask me to hang out and that XYZ. And I'm like, I wish for nothing more in my life than for that not to be a fucking factor in literally anything, because I'm like, I just want people to not treat me a certain way based off of how they perceive me, but rather who I am. But it's like no one takes the time to actually figure out who I am, to learn how to it's like, which came first, the fucking chicken or the egg? But I'm like, how the hell can I think that's why for the longest time whenever I was younger, I just like romanticized the fuck out of romance. Like, I just thought, oh, I want, like, at the time it was, oh, I want a boyfriend, oh, I want a boyfriend. Because I thought I was straight for a while. But now it's, but I thought that it was like, yeah, it kept being like, yeah, like, I want a boyfriend, because I was like, the only time that someone will fully see me is whenever I am in a relationship, because that means that the person is selecting a level of access in my life that means that they care about me to the point that they want to see me and that they want to know beyond my presentation. They want to know me as a person, and they want to know like my passions and my interests and like the things that, like, I don't know, like, excite me. And I'm like, and then I got into a relationship, and my partner's my ex's partner is a great person. Like, I'm never gonna doubt that, but and I'm so conflicted about talking about this, because I'm like, this is ever so literally the only, oh God, but I'm like, no one from home watches this. No, you know, this is like it just sucks. Literally, even just stuff like this, like having internal conflicts. It's like, if I don't say it here, I'm literally not gonna have my words received, period, because I just don't talk to people about things that aren't just the moment. Like, I feel like that's low key one of the biggest manifestations of my whole friendship situation. Like, I'll talk to people and we'll be talking about the moment, and I feel like I know so much about so many different people in my life beyond the moment. And I know so much about, like, yeah, just things that I didn't learn or hear, like, then. But it's like, I feel like nobody knows me that way. And it's like, nobody asks me to hang out. And everyone has their friend groups, and everyone does XYZ, and everyone, like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Which is fair. Which is fair. I'm not saying what the fuck, like, you're a fucked up individual. It's like, damn. It's more just like, damn. Dear God. I don't know. It just sucks because it's like, community is like such a mobilizing thing. Like, the times, oh, this is sad. This whole thing is fucking sad. It's like, the times that I get to talk to people and I hang out with people, like, I feel like I could do anything the rest of the day. And then, like, another week will go by without having a single fucking social interaction except for literally talking to people in class, or, like, fucking answering questions in class, or people being like, hi, in class, which is, like, nice. That's really nice. But it's like, it just sucks. It just really sucks. And I just wish I had somebody. I wish I had a friend. Yeah, I just wish I had a friend. But I wish I wasn't crying, because I really don't like crying. I just wish I didn't feel so stupid after trying to, like, talk to people. I hate feeling, like, so stupid for thinking that that I could feel well in my friendship situation. Because I felt so good for the first, what is it? Yeah, it's the 15th now, so the first 2 weeks and some change of this year. I felt so good. And now it's just like, I feel stupid for feeling good. Which I shouldn't. Because it was a nice time. It's not like, looking back, it's like, I don't feel good because it wasn't. It's like, I don't feel good because I'm realizing that that's not a sustained thing. It's the fact that I can ask people to hang out literally always, whenever. But hanging out with someone is very different than them asking to hang out with you. And that's very different from having conversations beyond the moment. And that's very different from being seen and having someone know you. And I just want someone to want to know me. Yeah. I just want someone to want to know me.